Picture this. The game's over. Everyone else is lying on the floor questioning their life choices. One teammate is cramping. Another has somehow forgotten how stairs work. And you're standing there thinking, so, who's up for another game? Sounds illegal, doesn't it? Well, today I'm going to show you how athletes build that kind of endurance, not by running until they hate cardio, not by training 7 hours a day, and definitely not by surviving on motivational quotes and pre-workout. The secret is understanding how your body actually creates energy. Because your body isn't powered by one engine, it's powered by 3. And if you train them correctly, you can stay explosive, recover faster, and keep performing long after everyone else has run out of gas. Let's meet the team. First up is the Alactic system. Think of it as your sports car. Ridiculously fast, ridiculously powerful, also ridiculously thirsty. It provides maximum power for about 10 seconds or less. Every explosive sprint, monster dunk, vertical jump, knockout punch, or heavy squat starts here. It's the reason you can go from 0 to where did he come from in an instant. The only problem, it empties its fuel tank faster than a teenager who just got their driver's license. Then comes the glycolytic or lactic system. This is your muscle car. Not as explosive off the line, but it keeps pushing when the sports car has already waved the white flag. It powers hard efforts lasting roughly 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Think of a brutal boxing round, a full court press in basketball, or that tennis rally where everyone in the crowd forgets to breathe. The downside? It leaves behind lactate, which creates that lovely burning sensation in your muscles. Your legs aren't sending you a retirement letter. They're simply reminding you that biology has consequences. Finally, we have the aerobic system. This one's less Ferrari, more reliable diesel truck. Nobody hangs posters of it on their bedroom wall, but somehow, it's still working when everyone else's engine has exploded. It's slower to get going, but it can keep producing energy for hours. Long runs, full matches, tournament weekends, even chasing your dog after it steals your sandwich. This system just keeps showing up. Here's the mistake most athletes make. They train one engine and completely ignore the other 2. Elite athletes don't, they build all 3. More importantly, they train how those systems work together. Let's start with pure explosiveness. Build the Alactic system. This is where raw power lives. The formula is simple. Go incredibly hard, then actually rest. Lift heavy weights for low reps. Squats, deadlifts, bench presses, medicine ball slams. The goal isn't to feel exhausted. The goal is to produce maximum force. Then rest for 2 to 3 minutes before your next set. Yes, actually rest. Scrolling Instagram between sets doesn't count as sports science. Next, add Alactic intervals. Sprint or perform another explosive movement for 8 to 15 seconds. Then recover for 2 to 4 minutes. Basketball players can sprint baseline to baseline. Boxers can throw all-out combinations on the heavy bag. Training at home, explosive push-ups, box jumps, vertical jumps. Basically anything that makes your neighbors wonder if you're renovating the house. Now suppose your sport demands that you stay explosive for longer. A fast break, a long boxing exchange, a brutal tennis rally. Welcome to the glycolytic system. Train the glycolytic system. This is where your muscles start burning. Most people panic. Great athletes adapt. The goal isn't to avoid lactate. The goal is to become so good at clearing it that it stops controlling your performance. The best tool, intervals. Work hard for 20 to 40 seconds. Recover until your breathing settles. Then do it again and again. A boxer might throw non-stop combinations for 30 seconds. A basketball player might run full court suicides, finishing each sprint with a layup. Or, if leaving the house sounds emotionally exhausting, 40 seconds of non-stop burpees will quickly remind you why fresh air exists. Now here's where almost everyone gets it wrong. They chase speed, they chase power, then completely ignore the foundation that makes both possible. The aerobic system. Build the aerobic engine. Cardio has terrible marketing. Nobody posts a dramatic montage of themselves jogging comfortably while discussing weekend plans. But this is the engine that quietly makes everything else better. A stronger aerobic system helps your body recover faster between sprints, recharge explosive energy sooner, stay sharper late in games, and avoid looking like a zombie in the 4th quarter. The training couldn't be simpler. Run, cycle, swim, row, move at a pace where you could still hold a conversation. If you can't answer a simple question without sounding like Darth Vader, slow down. Stay there for 60 to 90 minutes. Do it 1 to 3 times each week. It won't feel heroic. It won't leave you crawling across the finish line. But 6 months later, everyone will wonder why you're still flying around the field while they're negotiating peace treaties with their hamstrings. Put it all together. Every sport uses all three energy systems. A sprinter depends mostly on explosive power. A boxer constantly switches between all three. A basketball player bounces from sprinting, recovering, sprinting again, recovering again for an entire game. The lesson is simple. Know your sport. Know which energy system it demands the most. Then train that system while continuing to build the others. That's how you develop real sport-specific endurance. Not by doing random workouts you found at 2 in the morning. Not by punishing yourself with endless cardio. But by training smarter than everyone else. And if you want the complete roadmap instead of guessing what to do next, check out Athletic Blueprint. It transforms exercise science into practical workouts you can actually follow, helping you become stronger, faster, recover quicker, and stay dangerous from the opening whistle to the final second.